Going to take a look at problem number 5 from section 6.5. And anyway, nice little problem here. They ask you to find the length of AX, and they ask you to find the measure of angle A. AX is pretty quick here. The big idea is the shape that they gave you. I think the problem tells you it's a parallelogram. And a neat little trick here that comes up in our geometry book and might come up in the Springboard book as well. Remember, you can find areas of shapes different ways. And so, for example, the area of this, it's a parallelogram. You can take the base times the height, use this as your base and that as the height. So the area is going to be the base times the height, which is 8 times 6, which is 48. Here's the cool thing. The little trick that comes up in our geometry book is the idea that the area doesn't change if you switch your base and your height. So if I were to use this base and this height, the area still needs to be 48. So if the area is going to be the base times the height of 4 and it needs to be 48, that means that that base is going to have to be 12. And so this side of the parallelogram is going to be 12. That means that side of the parallelogram will also be 12. So AX has a length of 12. Okay? We can come back and look at angle A. My suggestion would be to make a right triangle over by angle A. Okay, I'm going to draw in this right triangle here. And notice that we know this length over here, the height of this thing is 4. And so if you notice, we've got a right triangle here with a side that's half the length of the hypotenuse. Okay, now it's horribly drawn, not drawn to scale. But this is a 30, 60, 90 pattern, right? You've got a leg that's half the length of the hypotenuse. So the short leg is half the length of the hypotenuse. Short leg is opposite the 30-degree angle. So A is a 30-degree angle. And of course, if you didn't recognize the pattern, you could write a little trig equation there. You've got an opposite side in the hypotenuse. You could do an inverse sine of 1/2 and still get 30 degrees.